welcome back to Matter of Fact. Today we got recap of some bangers, man. We had some bangers yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a few. I honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Since there were so many 1 o'clock games, I was watching our jump the whole entire time, and then I was watching I watched Red Zone, I guess, for the Colts Denver game, and then Pat Mahomes versus the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, I was seeing people saying they just had to turn off like that red zone for that late game window because that game was just going so crazy. Faison, who you even a fan of, man? I don't like fair weather fans, Faison.
Hey, how about them Cowboys? Let's go. Big dub. Victory Monday. You already know what time it is. You already know.
Yeah. I mean, which game should we? Let's save that. We'll make that the second game and go after. Why don't we go in order of that sheet you always have?
So I don't think that we should recap all the games today. It's not going to be enough time. I think we should just wait till tomorrow once these two games is done and do the recap, on Wednesday or whatever of all the games. Because I mean, that's only going to take 2 hours and 30 minutes. And we got a game we got two games.
We could do it, bro. I'm telling you, we'll just storm through some. Because, bro, what
I didn't even
really have to say.
I haven't watched any film yet. Have you watched film on all these teams yet? All the games?
Not all of them, but I have a general consensus of what I think.
Right. See, that's I'm not. I wouldn't. That's the thing. Usually the Cowboys don't play at 1 o'clock, so I'm able to kind of. You know what I'm saying? But the 1 o'clock day and that game was so lit. I was like, I had a blast last night. I was partying out this motherfucker.
All right, bro. Since you don't want to, whatever.
Because we can still recap our game, and then we can still preview this Monday night.
You don't got my number or something?
What are you talking about?
My number? Whatever, bro. Whatever. Yeah. We could do that, bro. We could do that.
So yeah, bro. I mean, you want to go first, or you want me? What you want to do?
Bring the whole thing up.
Bring the game up. All right, I got you.
Yeah, just bring the game up because there's so much to tap on. That, it's just I need the full situation in front of me. Faison said, man, I'm not even a Cowboys fan. I just want Dak Prescott to get a minimal amount of respect. He's overhated. Yeah, he's overhated because he's a Cowboy. I've always given him he's been top 10 in the league for the past since COVID, really. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's always been that to me. But then again, I see him twice a year and he owns us. So maybe I'd be delusional not to give Dak Prescott that type of respect. You know, being a Giants fan, but
let's just get into this nut ass game, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Didn't you say your nephew he went to go watch this game, right? He was there live?
Yeah, he was there. He's at the game.
If he's not the biggest football fan ever, because we've been to two of these games in recent years. Even in the past 3 years. We went to both Thanksgiving games, the one last year and then the one 2-3 years ago. And I mean, they were cool, but it was nothing like this. And it's kind of funny because like you said, I mean, these are two marquee teams. Usually both these teams wouldn't even be in the 1 o'clock, but it was kind of all right, y'all kind of dry right now. We got the Eagles, Super Bowl champions, and then we got the Golden Boys of the NFC and the Commanders. So, and then boom, we hit you with the game. They said this is the most points scored between our teams ever.
I mean, I believe it. I never would have thought I needed 40 points to beat Russ. What?
That was a career high for him too.
Yeah, bro. That shit was ridiculous, bro. I mean, I don't even know what to say. That whole situation. And for me, I was talking to my dad about it. And when we're in close games like that, where Dak necessarily isn't allowed to make a mistake or this, I'm bro, I feel like every single pass, every single throw, that shit just be heavy. Like it just feels so heavy. Like there can't be no mistakes. There can't be nothing. It like, bro, we started off slow. It was already, first of all, it was already weird off break. First quarter, like I don't know what y'all had going on. It looked like y'all was
Me
driving,
either.
doing y'all's thing, and then next thing you know, every play or every other play, Buddy's getting a flag, like penalty, and not even like oh, okay, you can get that one back. He had some egregious ass penalties, like 4 egregious ass penalties where it's like, buddy, what are you doing? Like, you really letting the emotions get in the way of what you got going on right now.
Bro, what pissed me off the most about this nigga is he had the nerve to like throw a tantrum, like we taking you out the game, like you're fucking, I don't know, you're fucking Willie Roaf or you're fucking I can't even think of fucking tackles right now. Trent Williams, you're Joe Oak, you're Rashawn Slater, you're Penny Sewell or some shit. When we taking you out the game, nigga, you were buns.
Yeah,
You're being buns. You know what I mean? You're getting extra aggressive because you keep getting beat and you keep making mistakes. And that's why it's kind of like, yeah, we were super penalized, and usually that's like a coaching thing. But like when it's 4 times from the same player and that's 4 of the flags, like that's like one guy. That's one guy. I mean, but it's also like, why do we have this nigga in if we got a steal in the draft? As soon as Marcus Bowe, I didn't hear the announcers call Marcus Bowe's name as soon as he got in.
Right. And I mean that has to do with the fact that, goddamn, our pass rush is non-existent. I mean, our pass rush was so non-existent that Jerry Jones was literally on the phone with Jadeveon Clowney's agent in like the 3rd quarter, bro.
Yeah, y'all signed him like right after the game, didn't you?
Yeah. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Look at this thing.
That's the fault card.
The left tackle.
Smack the shit out of that.
That's a chop block. Karate chop block. Boom. Yup. That's exactly what you're supposed to do in the UFC.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Screen. The left
tackle. Damn. So I'm like, all right. Like, y'all had 100, but I'm not joking. I think y'all had like 110 yards on the first drive. I think y'all got 110 yards on the first drive.
Yeah, I mean, what else, man? What else with this game? I mean, what do you even really say? I mean, another issue is our run defense. It seems like Javonte Williams is giving y'all a ton of juice right now.
I mean, I don't know if I necessarily call it juice, but yeah, he does run hard and it's working itself out, which is kind of crazy. Like, okay, like I was telling my dad, when I see Javonte Williams, and also I want to give a shout out to our O-line. I want to give a shout out to our offensive line coach and our offensive line running scheme, because a lot of it has to do with what we're running. We're running pools, we're running motions, and we're adding an extra blocker in there, and we're getting wide receivers involved in 13 personnel and stuff like that to help create lanes. And Javonte Williams is just being patient. And so we have the offensive coordinator. I think his name's Andrew Clayton. He was in Arizona last year, and he's added a little spark to our running scheme, which our running scheme was non-existent last year. And what he's done is he's made Javonte Williams remind me of James Conner. Like, we don't never think of James Conner as some like breakaway speed type guy, but we always talk about how he wins people fantasy leagues and he wins games for people in fantasy because he just runs hard. And I think Javonte Williams, due to the running scheme and the fact that he is a tough runner, you know, it doesn't always look pretty, but he's moving forward and he's getting yards. And then obviously on the one play, he breaks for 30 yards for a 30-yard touchdown. He was playing the game. I mean, it was just blocked beautifully. I think one of your linebackers might have just left the game, so y'all had a backup to the backup in.
Yeah, we already had a backup. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
we over here thinking about putting a dual Carter over there off ball and shit. But
I will say y'all
go
put
ahead.
Brian Burns there, and shit, he
That
can
nigga's
do
a grown man, ain't he?
it. Yeah, he can
That is
do
a
it.
grown man.
He can do it. But that's what I'm saying. For me, I had respect for what Shanahan was doing because in my head, once our offense was
Shanahan.
all like
Who are you talking about? Schottenheimer?
Schottenheimer, when once our offense was kind of like all sluggish and shit in the first quarter, naturally I'm like, video game, like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna throw. Okay, I'm just gonna throw the ball, da da da. And we never got into that where you're gonna just step back and throw the ball back. We always were kind of trying to implement the running game, and obviously we got one to pop, and he was running bad. I mean, he was running tough, but then it kind of got to the point where I probably say the third quarter, probably the middle of the third quarter, where it got to the point where it's like, all right, you know what? Hey, O-line, they holding up well enough, and we wanted to make something shake. Bobby Pickens, let's get to it. CD Lamb, you already know what time it is. And yeah, they kind of showed up. And like the thing with like George Pickens, which I love, I really, really love him because even though it might not show up on a stat sheet, the fact that he be getting all those PIs, like that shit changes the game. That shit literally changed the
I
game.
mean, I called you like maybe a couple hours after the game, after I cooled off a little bit because I needed to cool off. I was like, yeah, bro, George Pickens, like even if he's not getting receptions and whatnot, which he did in this game, and even he did in like week one. It's like even last week, who'd y'all play? The Eagles, I think, right?
Eagles.
He got like 2 or 3 PIs, really crucial PIs.
Yeah.
So I mean, in fantasy wise, Javonte Williams, he seems like early season, like one of the steals of the draft. If you have him, if he could even somewhat keep this up and just have random games where he pops off for about 20 fantasy points, you're happy to have him as a flex. Or if your running back 2 just isn't performing for you, I mean, that's a steal. But I can't do it. I can't do it.
I mean, he's definitely running well. Obviously, like I said, he don't have he don't have no breakaway speed or anything like that. But at least you can read the blocks, hold on to the football, and take whatever the defense gives you. And then it got to the point where they were playing football for so long that basically it got to the point where y'all's defense was worn down. And one of the biggest plays he didn't even score on. The biggest play I think that he had was when he gained that 20 yards after we had the penalties, and it was like 2nd and 29 or whatever it was.
Bro, I almost lost my voice at that play. I was screaming so loud. I was like, bro, there's no way y'all had him already. That was such an important part of the game.
Yeah, because it flipped the field position. So at that point,
but like you said though, and this is what people have to understand. Like this isn't Madden. Like the reason why pass rushers are way more effective on productive offenses is because they're off. Like if you have a long methodical drive with your offense, then they're getting a nice little break, and then they come back in, they could do their stuff. There's that symbiotic relationship. Yeah, there's that symbiotic relationship between like a good pass rush and an offense that can sustain long drives. And even though our pass rush is heavily touted, we have a lot of big names on it, and they're performing pretty well. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the group despite our defensive coordinator deficiencies. Like at a certain point, I don't care if you got Miles Garrett.
Is that me? Is that him? Who is it? Is it me? Uh-oh. There you go. Is it me? What? Let's see what's going on. Is he frozen? Or am I frozen? Look like I'm good, but I don't know. Let's see.
And Chris.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He gone. Okay, yeah. But yeah, so guess he's gonna come back and tell us what tell us what he had to say about his team. I ain't gonna lie though. The Giants played one hell of a game. All right, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, so that was me.
Yeah, I guess it was you. But go ahead.
What was that saying? What was the last thing you heard?
I don't know. Well, you were talking about the defense. You was talking about the line, how they're good, but the coach kind of ass, and then
yeah. So there's that symbiotic relationship between the offense that can sustain these long drives and that pass rush. At a certain point, they're going to be tired. So like, I was mad, and I was like, bro, I was screaming, bro. I swear, I almost lost my voice yesterday, especially at that play after yelling negative. I mean, from the first quarter when he had the 4 penalties, I'm like, bro, why is this nigga in the game? Dayball, you were trying to take him out the game, and then it was like you got who overrode that decision? Like, who's overriding you besides like the GM or something? Like, it can't be Mike Kafka.
Yeah, that was a very interesting situation.
So there was like 2 to 3 major parts every quarter where I was just screaming, bro. I was just screaming. But there, at the same time, I couldn't be mad in terms of that defensive play, that big run that they let up. I couldn't really be mad because, like, damn, bro, this game is going on for a while.
They've been on the right. They've been playing
and like you said, Micah McFadden, our 5th round linebacker, standout. He's looking really good these past 2 years. Expected a lot from him. Like, he's gone. Bobby Okereke, tackle leader from last week, but I don't even really like that stat because, like, if you look at the top of those tackle leaderboards, it's a bunch of teams that are ass right now. 0-2 teams. Of course, you're getting a lot of tackles. You have to get a lot of tackles. They got 16 tackles last week.
They were killing you. You know what? And another thing, like, I get it. Like, it was an emotional game. It's a rivalry game, and also like, I'm not even trying to say because it's the Cowboys that y'all gave us y'all's best shot. Y'all gave us y'all's best shot because it's like, if y'all go down 0-2, both teams, you go down 0-2, like, your season is already rocky. And like, both teams really, really needed this game. Like, I think y'all's defense, like, I don't know. You tell me, have you ever seen your defense, even the DBs, like, compete that well on a play-to-play basis? Like, yeah, they were losing sometimes, but they were also winning shit too.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I like a lot of what I saw. Drew Phillips, it seemed like he kind of gave you, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to just let my play say it because I thought, all right, he's going to be chill. He's going to play hard, but it seems like he really, you know what I'm saying? So Drew Phillips, nickel corner, always felt.
I think he had a good game. I do think he had a good game. The only thing is, it's like that the rough in the pass. I mean, the unnecessary roughness on the body slam or whatever, where it's kind of like.
What did you think about that? Do you think that? I mean, that gets called all the time. I wasn't too mad at it because it's one of those plays where it's like you're asserting your dominance on this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, all
at
right,
least you're asserting your dominance.
That's what I mean.
That chop by our lineman. That didn't make us feel hype at all. They made me feel hype.
Right, that's what I mean. So it's like, now what are you trying to do? Because if it's one of those things where, like, I'm gonna eat the 15-yarder, then okay, do it. Now, see, I don't know if at that point, because of all the penalties that y'all had up until that point, I don't know if it would have been worth it. But on any regular game where, like, the penalties wasn't on that weird type of drunk shit, like, yeah, okay, body slam one motherfucker.
Bro, y'all were they could have just let that one slide though. Like, they could have let that one slide, bro. We got
again.
Been throwing hella flags already.
I'm not.
It wasn't that egregious
because there was plays where they were calling pass interference where, like, that got the ball off and, like, the players made a catch and it was a first down, but it's like, oh, pass interference, and it's like, oh, well, yeah, by the book, like, you can't slam on the quarterback. But I wasn't even thinking about the pass interference. I mean, the roughing the passer. I'm thinking about, like, all right, bet we converted on third down. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm watching the game and I'm not even looking or, like, asking for the roughing the passer calls, and it don't look like we're playing. It looked like we playing through it. Like, the quarterback looked like he was playing through that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what they were on, it seemed like they were on that type of time, like the refs were on that time where they were just trying to want some by the book shit. Because I mean, there was a few calls on both sides where it was like,
speaking about the book, by the book, I guess we'll talk about this on Wednesday, but you see the NFL just deleted that comment where they copy wrote that tweet about the Eagles' false start on the tush push. Y'all you see that?
No, I haven't been on the computer all day. It was a crazy day at work.
You get on social media on your desktop, on your laptop?
Nah, I had to lock in on a lot of stuff today. Big day.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, Drew Phillips. I mean, but like I said, it's kind of like we're getting penalized so much. So like, there's so many other penalties for me to care about. It's just about y'all playing hard. Paulson Adebo, who we just picked up from the Saints. You know, we really needed a player like him, and I mean, he didn't have like, I wouldn't give it like an A+ game, but he had a solid game where it's like, all right, you got to remember this is also a young player, and we're trying to get off that Deonte Banks pack, and that's why he's splitting carries. But I think that Cordell Flott should just get all those, not carries, but get all those snaps. Cordell Flott should just get those snaps, and this is the reason why I feel like this stupid ass lineman was in the game, because it's like, oh, we invested this into him. I don't care. Play the better player.
I mean, we do that too. Fucking Justin Houston, for whatever reason, he only got 14 snaps. Like, we was getting no pressure on y'all. And when y'all had Buddy in the game, he's the one who got the sack on the first left tackle that y'all had in. He's the one that got the sack on him. He had a sack, he had a pressure and all this shit in 14 snaps. He didn't get no play, but then we got so they're not even on here. Sam Williams, like D Flat, like bro, they didn't do nothing. These boys was out here playing patty cake. Russ taking his time, and the thing that was just blowing me about Matt Eberflus, and it's like I had to take a step back and be like, all right, I'm not going to shoot him too much bail because he didn't know it, Justin, and he's playing. First of all, you're trying to play cover 2, and you're trying to play single high safety look against Russ. Like he didn't literally win a Super Bowl in practice up against the Legion of Boom. Like, if anybody knows how to beat this defense, it's him. And you're not even generating no pressure right now. So he's sitting back and he's just patty caking this thing, waiting until his players streak down the field, and he's just throwing bombs. And for whatever reason, we couldn't pick that shit up. And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, when it came to those go routes, bro, like it felt good to see niggas down the field. I mean, Wan'Dale Robinson had a career game, like, and I saw, and ironically, yeah, nah, for real. Ironically, there's a person on Giants Twitter who's just the most, you know, those fans in your fan base who just, it's just negativity. Even if things are going decent, even if they just find something negative. This nigga,
I'm a Cowboys fan. They hate everything.
This nigga just, there's a lot of people in our fan base that's been shitting on Wan'Dale Robinson, and I don't know why. Because even last year, yeah, you could make jokes about, you know, he's a PPR, like short line of scrimmage,
but he gets first downs. It's because we need 4 yards. He gets 5. I mean, y'all did it against us before he started streaking on the field. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, ironically, this Giants like fan, but slight hater, was like, man, because in that draft where we got him, the Steelers got George Pickens like right after, same round, same draft. And y'all have George Pickens now, and he did his thing too. But for him to have his career game, felt good for Wan'Dale Robinson, because I'm sure when you're drafted by somebody in the, like, especially a skill position like that, you are thinking like that a little bit. But just to get some deep, like important deep balls like this, and show like, hey, I could be an elite second option in this shit.
Ridiculous. Like, this is just so ridiculous. And
but my thing is, that's not a sustainable strategy.
I mean, right. And I mean, I don't know. I think, but again, like my whole thing, like that's why I'm looking at my defense crazy. But at the same time, I do feel like Eberflus, I'll shoot him a little bit of bail off the sure fact as, bruh, I thought I was going to, like, I created a defense based around the fact that I was going to have Michael Parsons. And then out of nowhere, like, we just up and traded him away. So now it's like, okay, I I don't know if we should quote unquote fire him or get rid of him because it's like, bro, he just lost his best defensive player a week before the season started. And like he didn't know that was about to come through. So I kind of shoot him bail, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you didn't know adjustments. Like you didn't know adjustments, and you got Donovan. Like it just looked like he had players that didn't do like the roles that he had him in. He had them in roles asking him to do shit he don't do. Like Donovan Wilson, the safety. Like why is the safety not all the way back? Like get all the way back. You just seen these. They are trying to bomb y'all. They're not trying to do nothing else. I ain't see a single post. I ain't see a slant. I ain't see no. I just saw a straight hitch or bomb. And it's like, what are you like? You are the safety, bro. Get back. Get all the way back. And he's like, huh? Oh, Malik.
Yeah. I mean, bro, he was so close to the line of scrimmage. All of Cam Scatterby's highlights, he's like right there. He's just kind of in the box. He's just kind of sitting there in the box. Why is I mean, that's what was he supposed to be in the box or was he supposed to be up high?
Bro, there is no way you're a safety. You're supposed to have depth. No one's supposed to be behind you. I mean, it was the deep, like it just was a lot of miscommunications. And again, it was like at one point, it looked like the defense was figuring it out because we were sending like 5. We were sending 5, we were playing man to man. And I saw it. I'm like, all right, we sent 5, we played man, and like there was nowhere for Russ to throw the ball. He gets out the pocket, we get a sack. Why would we not? Like, I get it. You can't play man to man and blitz on every single down. But if you know that they're literally just running streaks, like, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga hopping on Madden playing 4 verticals. It's like, oh, why can't I stop this? It's like, bro, it's 4 verticals. I was like, the nigga really playing Madden. He had Madden stats. It was very vintage Russ. And like I said, bro, the difference between this Russ. And listen, bro, it's week 2. Like JJ McCarthy last time, I don't even know who that is anymore. It's like, damn, you're going to have to go on my bench. And if I just kept going with Daniel Jones, he would have had another 20 for me. It's like, all right, man. Yeah. I don't know. Russell Wilson first week, you couldn't expect this game from him, bro. You couldn't. No one is expecting this game. He's on everybody's waiver wire. Crazy game, and it's going to be funny to see how your defense performs against like just more consistently potent offenses. Because you go up against a Jalen Hurts who has 0 touchdowns, by the way. He you know what I mean? Like he's not throwing the ball. No. He's not really doing shit. Once you get against some of these high potent, I'm taking y'all the overs for y'all. Y'all are successfully being the Bengals. What did we say?
Yeah,
NFC Bengals. You guys are the NFC Bengals.
It's clear that we're
the over.
It's clear that we're Team 40 Burger. Ain't no way. And I mean, like. And like that's the thing. It's like, all right, we finally got the offense to where like the running game. Okay, I guess you could say like we kind of making some shit shake with the running game, but at the same time, I feel like
wait. Speaking of running game, hey man, give my boys some credit, man.
Who?
You know who?
Here you go.
You give my boys some credit, man.
I mean, it's not me. But I like that play call. Bro, I like that.
I'm not just talking. Well, we can get to that play call, but I'm just talking about him as a player because I remember in the offseason when we were talking about this shit, and you were like, "Yeah, I'd rather have Jadon Blue." And remember the overrated thing? No, I'm talking about That's when we were doing like the mock drafts. I'm not talking about the mock drafts. I'm talking about just as a player because we were talking about is he overrated as a player in the draft or is he being overrated by everybody because everybody likes this kid. He's like, the people's champion, right, and whatever. And you were like, you don't think he's going to be able to like hit people like he did in college. He's smacking niggas, bro. He looks the same to me. You know what I mean? He looks just as dominant. And if you're a Tyrone Tracy owner, this game worries you. Just getting back to fantasy football, it worries you a little bit.
So he had a longer 24 yards. So without that long, which again, like I said, I like that play call. So I'm not trying to take that away. Like he earned it. Y'all's offensive line like ran it perfectly. QB, like I like that play call.
That was it was a sexy setup.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to throw shade, but out of the long of 24, he had 21 yards. He had 21 yards on 10 carries. It would have had him back at 2.1 yards. So again, I don't know if that's our defense. We all right. Or if you know what I'm saying, it's a situation where You know, I mean, I know y'all only average like 2-point-something yards against the Redskins too. So I don't know if
our running game. It's really not about just the overall production. To me, it's the eye test. It's what I saw in the potential if we could get into some better running schemes for the line, and if we could just run the ball better once Andrew Thomas is back, and we kind of settle into all right. Now we don't have this lead baby at left tackle anymore. If Andrew Thomas is out, we could put this rookie that we stole in the 5th round, Marcus Bowe. We didn't hear his name as soon as James Hudson, who should be off the team. By the way, please cut him when y'all practice. Tomorrow's an off day. I don't want to hear his name ever again. But yeah, right now the running game just isn't very good. But look at the amount of carries. He still got double the amount of carries. So that's not good for him. I'm not saying he went beast mode on it or nothing, but it's still like you see the potential there. And in terms of what you said about you not thinking that he could still hit, he looks hard to hit because every time Donovan Wilson went to hit him after the fact, it was like, all right, I'm not really trying to tackle this nigga. Like that shit. He looks annoying to tackle, bro. Doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do. But again, we'll see. We'll see. It's week 2. And he had one. We will give him this week. We'll put a dub in that category for him. Like last week, I don't know what that was. Did he end up with like -3 yards or something like that?
It was -2 actually.
Off of like 2 carries or some shit like that.
Hey man, but he didn't get a full load. That was like his only 2 carries.
Okay, but so I'm saying it's like we got a lot of football.
But still, it's all right.
So my man thinks he's not. He's like, bro, this dude's going to get concussed. Like you can't be running like this. I'm not saying all that, but
a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he runs hella crazy. It's very unorthodox.
Right. So I mean, he is running hard though, and we'll see how it holds up.
That's an understatement. But all right, so let's act like somebody's asking us this question. Like, if you're a Tracy fantasy owner, would you be worried about like just the usage? And because he went from being a lead back, and now he's doing a lot more kick return shit.
Bro, I'd be worried. I'd be worried because yeah, bro. Like at the end of the day, like I know he had a good little run last year. Had like 800 yards, 900 yards. He was killing it for
about all purpose. Because what you gotta realize is Tyrone Tracy is a former receiver. He only played 1 year running back in college, so even though he's an older back, he doesn't really have all the mileage on his legs. So he's good out the backfield too. So I think that's the plan. I think he's going to be more of a.
I think it's running in between the tackles is where it's like that shit not really for him. I mean, like
that's what I'm saying. He might be more of just our third down back, which I can see him doing because it's like, bro, you have all these years as a receiver anyway. We have this madman here that we just drafted. Like, we'll still use you, but that's not what you draft because you drafted him a round before Scatterboo. At least in all my drafts, Tyrone Tracy goes around before Scatterboo.
They
luckily, I have no
each other when I was like one would go, the other one was going.
Oh, it still worked out for you like the mocks? It didn't work out like that for me.
Well, because some people like what happens is it triggers somebody. So it's like
the Giants. I like Scatterboo. I need to get Scatterboo.
Like Jalen Warren, like anytime Jalen Warren would go, Keldon Johnson went right after.
Caleb Johnson speaking. See, this is why I want to get into the rest of the games because that boy Caleb Johnson, that was something you were definitely right about. I think the third string might be.
But again, it's not necessarily that I'm right about it because I think he is the best pure runner. It's just like it's going to take
the IQ. It's the IQ. I mean, it's funny because you were talking about in the offseason how with Caleb Johnson, he was kind of fucking that up in practice. I think you said in terms of the pass pro,
right? And I said that Jalen Warren would be playing on the important downs. Like that's all I'm trying to say.
But that's a coaching thing as well. Like sometimes it's like, this player fucked up, but it's also like, why was this player even in this position in the first place? That's how I felt in this Giants Cowboys games as well. But with the Steelers, I'm like, yo, Mike Tomlin, what are you doing? You have like Calvin Austin, isn't he a decent kick returner? Like you have
It's Arthur Smith. It's the offensive coordinator. It's Arthur Smith.
But that's special. But special teams though, special teams coach. Like, why is he kick returner? If y'all don't trust him and he's a rookie, why is he even in this situation right now?
Yeah,
like,
but I don't know if you peeped. I've seen more run because of the new kick return. I've seen them put different players than usual back there. Like Miles Sanders was returning a kick for us after Turpin got.
Oh yeah, he had a decent return too. Like something slight.
All right. I was like, I don't know about
but actually, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because I think what a lot of teams are going to do. What the fuck, Dalton? What a lot of teams are going to do is have like it's almost like a kick return 2, kick return 3, and actually use all of them. Just cycle them out. Like, all right, maybe you'll do better this time because, like I said, and do you like the rule more now? Do you like the rule more?
Nah, because y'all motherfuckers had good. We kept on giving y'all the shit to the 35 or 40 because motherfuckers.
All right, but nigga, you have man. See, this is you so ungrateful, bro. You're so ungrateful, man.
How am I ungrateful?
Because you nigga, you for one, you have the best kicker in the league, and it's funny that he comes in. Yeah, you gonna bring that up every time he come up, huh? You just gonna bring that up every time he come up.
Because it's like, really, you fuck with the kicker? And it's like, absolutely. Like,
what do you mean, really? Do you fuck with the kicker?
Like everybody people be like having like the best of something on special teams. It's like because I've seen so many games where Turpin has changed the game for us, and I've seen so many games where like Aubrey has.
So I mean, you're ungrateful. Yeah, you're ungrateful. You have Turpin as a kick returner, and then you have Brandon Aubrey, and you're like, I guess the rule is Yeah, wait until you get over under on y'all kick return touchdown.
No, I mean I love. I'm just saying it was pissing me off because it's like, bro, we keep on giving him the ball at the 40. But like for us to have it, it's like, all right, bet because Turpin can already make some shake.
But imagine if y'all keep getting it at the 40. All right, cool.
We might fuck around and get because of the way it is set up, we might fuck around and get that bitch at the 50. And then it's like we can get it to the 40.
Yeah. And when you got somebody kicking 60-yard field goals, man, I'm smacking that over. So this is like y'all might be the best over team in the league.
Bro, it's just
between y'all and the Bills.
Yeah. Because with the new rule, literally we only need 15 yards. Because
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying with the rule. Because at first I was like, man, this is dumb. Like, because niggas want to get at the 35, but it being got at the 35 is really a punishment. It's like, yo, you kicked it out the end zone, you're getting it at the 35. Don't kick it in the end zone. I like that because we call it it's football, man. It's football. Right. So let's have fun with the kickoff. 4 for 4 for 64, 16 points. Bro. How are you feeling with it? Because, bro, I still was like, bro, this is a 64-yard kick. He can very well miss this, and I'm not going to be mad at him. I wasn't going to be mad at him. Yeah, you can't be mad at him, but all right, so let me show you something. As a Giants fan, and I knew there was going to be a funny stat with this because I every time we get in these situations where the other team just needs a long field goal, no matter how long it is, we lose that game. The shit happens so often and then it's Brandon Aubrey. There wasn't a doubt in my mind he was making that. And that's why the soft zones we were playing was pissing me off. And honestly, because of your kicker, I was thinking, should we just go for 2? Should we go for 2?
Bro, there wasn't enough space on the field. They would have 4. Maybe if y'all could go for 2 from the 30, but it would enough.
What are you talking about?
So you could throw a deep ball. You could throw another deep ball. But if you go for 2 at the 3-yard line, it's like, hey,
bro, the script is obviously if we went for 2, Jackson Dart would go in, and then they would just pull that play again for whatever reason, and then you might slip, and then we're down 2, and it doesn't even go into overtime. And y'all win by a point.
Yeah, but this was a crazy game. I was like, bro, there is no way. I was like, how the hell are we about to pull this shit out? Every single time, I'm like, bro, how are we gonna put how does the offense save your ass every single time and then you get bombed on again? Like, bro, like I'm just like, I mean, there's no way that we can actually be running that defense again. Like,
look at this. Fun fact. 21% of all 60-yard field goals in the NFL since 2014 or against the Giants, and all of them have all of them have been as time expired in the fourth quarter. Boom, this is just now, Boom, I remember this one. This one hurt. 61 yards. Boom, Eagles, 61 yards, game tied, a second left. Let's see what this one, 4 seconds left against the Panthers. This one was a long time ago. 30-31, always pretty high scoring. That over is hit, and it's I don't know what it is. We're like a mean team. That's how I feel about my team right now. We're just a mean team. We have Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson, Dart. If we got DeVito, that shit is basically a sitcom quarterback room.
I mean, but don't you like that though? You like don't all your D linemen have like nicknames and shit and like
why are you hating on the nicknames? Bro?
I'm saying, but like don't you like that about your team? They got like all these personalities and they like anime or Marvel or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, but I want to win games. It'd be a lot cooler if we were winning games. We win some games. Yeah,
because Spider-Man don't matter when your ass is, I feel you, bro. I'm telling you, this was a big I got
Spider-Man though. There's like a fucking fallen action, and the superhero got to take the L some point in the movie, and then they come back at the end, and that's how it ends.
I had a lot of respect for your team. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot of respect for your defense. They came, they played their heart out. Like for whatever it's worth. I mean, I know it sucks that they lost the game, but they gave y'all everything they could. They threw everything they could at us, and it would have definitely been a devastating loss for us if we would have lost. But for y'all, I'm sure, especially Dayball more than anybody else, like this was probably a super devastating loss because I mean now 0-2,
and now we got the Chiefs Sunday night. And they're 0-2.
0-2.
Like, so right. Are we going to beat Andy Reid and the Chiefs with them being 0-2? That's why this game later is super important because the Broncos, and we'll review live like Love Block on Wednesday how that went. But the Broncos just lost to the Colts, crazy fashion. I mean, it just feels like it's week 2. Like it feels like week 2. A lot of wonky, little wacky shit's happening. There's only 3 preseason games now, and some just nut shit is happening.
I just think this one is like such a heartbreaking loss that like hopefully y'all are locked because it's like damn, this was a heartbreaking loss. Fuck, man.
I think a part of it though, because I think it would have been like worse for y'all just because like y'all so used to beating us. With this, it's like, bro, we've been like we start 0-2 so often. This is just like any year, We start 0-2 all the time. When we won that Super Bowl in 2007, 2008, we started 0-2.
Right, that's what they said. They kept on bringing it up. The last team that fit to go to playoffs, they were bringing it up. 2007 New York Giants. So it's like,
the third time they brought that up, it was like, why does he keep saying it as if he didn't already bring this up? Like he kept saying it like he was about to hit us with some new shit.
Right.
It's like, bro, you said this already.
But yeah, I looked at y'all's schedule, bro, and it's going to be it's going to be a brutal ride, until that Saints game because I'm pretty sure y'all got the Chargers too.
We got the Chargers, we got the Eagles. That doesn't even make sense. We had the 3rd overall pick. We're not supposed to have the hardest schedule like this. So,
well, we all got to play those teams too. We got to play the Chiefs and Chargers too.
I know you got to play the Chiefs, but there's a couple teams off. You know what I mean? Like, you know how the schedule's made, right?
Right. Yeah. So you got the 3rd place schedule. We got the 4th place schedule. Commanders got the 2nd place schedule, and Philly got the 1st place schedule. But really enough, they have like the softest schedule or whatever, something like that.
Bro, I don't know what it is. I think they traded the Chiefs as the little golden team for the Eagles.
Nah.
No. The tweet that they keep copywriting is, bro, the shit's offsides. I think they got to get rid of that tush push, man. I want to talk about all the games so bad, but you are right. We do need to get into the doubleheader here coming up soon. So cool. What else about this game though? if you're a Scatterboot owner, how would you feel? This is like, all right, keep an eye on it. Don't start him right now. Maybe play the matchup game. Like maybe for the Saints, especially by the time we play the Saints, you might have a bye in a couple places. He might be somebody that you could put in. If you're,
I think it's definitely going to hinge on when Andrew Thomas is back.
Oh, Andrew Thomas.
Yeah, because again, like right now, it doesn't seem like your O-line. I don't even know how to grade, because in my head, I'm just like, bro, we got no push.
It might be your pass rush.
Sucks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, our D lines is stuff. We got no push, but like so I don't know. I don't even know how to grade it anymore. Like I don't know how to grade the shit. But I mean, again, if you get Andrew Thomas back, and depending on the matchup, I think as long as he can stay healthy, because I know he was battling that hamstring injury. I think as long as he's able to kind of consistently play football like how he's playing right now, it might work itself out. But again,
who are you talking about right now?
Cam.
Oh, Scatterboot?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Andrew Thomas. I was like,
no. I'm saying right. Like if he's able to break off a run every game, okay. But if he's not able to get, like, if he's not able to bust a run or, like, you know, do something crazy out the backfield.
I mean, it's kind of similar to what you said about why Javonte Williams is running so well is because how y'all scheming him up. So the way we're able to scheme up that touchdown run that he got, like if we're able to,
it was the break. He ran and he got to the one and then he scored. But
yeah, exactly. That's why I said it like that. Because,
okay,
because it was like after the fact. I mean, it was definitely dope. I was like, that was the other thing that made this game so weird, because it's like, bro, this is the game you're about to put in Jackson Dart, because I didn't know what they were doing.
That was a wild ass.
I was like, it felt like, yo, be careful what you wish for.
Didn't Greg Olsen was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of feels forced.
It was forced. Yeah, he said forced. The way he said it was so casual, like he was sitting on the couch with me. It's like,
he was like,
Dom, you don't think this feels forced?
Because it was the time of the game. Like, y'all were bombing us down the field.
Yeah, Russ is cooking it up.
I think y'all were already in, either y'all were at the 30 or y'all might have even been in the red zone. And like you said, Russ was balling, Malik was on it, and even your man was on it too, Mondale. So like it's like, wait, we want to put him in now. We were planning on putting him in because we thought he was gonna be down 14 at this point. Like, nah,
right. Bro, it felt crazy. And then there was this point in time where it was like the second time they put him in, it was like, I think it was like a whole new drive. Like we just got the ball back. So it's like, wait, are they going to keep him in after that run? Or like that was just a little trickery, right? It was just so much going on. When you add that in the mix, it just made the game even more
insane. I'm literally like, bro, what am I watching right now? I'm like, what is happening? This is OD, so OD right now. Like,
it's tailor made for somebody who's imagine this was the first football game you've ever watched. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, damn, is it always like this? No,
Mason was like,
Panthers next.
Mason was like, oh, it's cool. That boy was on his tablet by 7:00. Like he was like, yeah, whatever, you know.
He shrugged it off.
Yeah, he's like, I was like, thanks for getting that win for me. He's like, yeah, no doubt. That's what I do. So you know,
I drove to every time I drive to Dallas, I don't get this type of game. I drive 3 hours to Dallas to watch my Giants, and we lose in a way less entertaining fashion.
Yeah, I mean, that was insane. I'm serious. I was like, yo, what am I like? Everything from start to finish, because like even our penalties, like y'all were the only one having penalties. Like,
remember the double offsetting penalties,
bro? It was like 3
penalties. It was like, and they all offset. It's like, all right, bro, this cartoonish ass game.
And then I'm like,
because I thought it was so because of first quarter and James Hudson had that 4. I was like, bro, did we just get like 3 penalties? And it was like, wait, offset. So they got some of the penalties. I was so used to getting penalties that I assumed like, yeah, we had all the penalties and y'all just deciding on which one makes the most sense.
Right, yeah. And then I'm like, damn, okay, that's some bullshit. But then it was like, not 39 offset penalties. And then Turpin scores on the next play. I'm like, cool, take it. I'll take it. I don't know what the hell just happened, but we got 6 points. I'm good. I'm cool. So yeah, bro, that I don't know. That shit was
that's an all timer. I mean, we might have just got game of the season. Especially it's just there's so much funny about it because it's like one, they put both of our teams and all of our teams, well, I guess it's just us two, in annoying ass situations because our first 2 games are both division games, with the second one being a division game. Y'all played the Eagles week 1, we played the Commanders. So it's like, nigga, if you lose both of these, you're not 0-2, you're 0-2 in division.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. I think that your defense gave a playoff game shot. Like that was their best shot. Like bro, y'all had a D tackle, what's his name, like Garcia or whatever.
Bro, I tweeted Elijah Garcia in all caps, question. I'm like, that's not Dex. Is that Darius Alexander? Yeah, Elijah Garcia. I was like, wait, the nigga, because we also have another Elijah Chapman, who we put in at fullback sometimes in the preseason. And I'm like, Elijah Garcia, we just got him off the waiver wire. We just got him off the waiver wire. Like, what the fuck is going on? But then again, when you have like Abdul Carter and Brian Burns and when you have all that, that leaves that open because you got to double team that.
And that's the thing too. It's like I don't think our O-line played good. But at the same time, it's like, yo, outside of playing y'all again, we're not running into a crazy D-line like that anymore.
So do you think, did it look as advertised to you?
I mean, I as a whole, absolutely. As a whole, absolutely. But I can clearly say that, like, Brian Burns is probably a tier above Thibodeau and Abdul Carter right now. Like, not even trying to.
I would put them in the same tier. Definitely Brian Burns above that. He's definitely. Yeah. I mean, he's playing and he looks like, and he has like. Think about it. We traded a second and a fifth with the Panthers to get him, and then we had to pay him. And that's part of the reason why we didn't retain Saquon. By the way, is because we got to pay the edge rusher. Like, you know what I mean? So he's playing up to that contract, that trade, and one of the best in the league. Like, you know what I mean? He's one of the best in the league.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, he instantly, it was like, oh, linebacker's down. Okay, bet you playing linebacker. And instantly blows up Javonte Williams. Like, oh, damn. You know what I mean? Like not even so. It's like, and again, I think Abdul Carter is still going to be all the things that, you predicted for him to be, he projects to be. And he still probably had a half sack. I don't know. Maybe let me
he was doing good on that line when I was looking at specifically like line plays. I mean, he was definitely getting those pressures, but it's also like you don't have as much time as, for example, a Shamar Stewart would, or like, some of these other players where they're not going to such loaded, you know what I mean? Because usually if you're getting a talent like that, it's because you really need it. And it's kind of like we just have these riches at the position. So it's like you're not going to get all the snaps anyway. And then our defensive coordinator is trying to figure out how do we even divvy this up? It's like, damn, I got a lot of shit. Like, I got a lot of shit to deal with, but like, how do I deal with it? I don't think he's the guy to deal with it. I saw somebody say on the timeline that we should have tried to get Robert Saleh, or I'm like, bro, for one, nigga, Robert Saleh was always going to go to the Niners, and they still had to pay him a bag. They still had to pay Robert Saleh a bag.
Right.
You got to realize, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, and also before the season, we didn't have the quarterback situation wasn't figured out, and we didn't have Abdul Carter yet. So now the DC job should be a lot more attractive versus us firing the DC before the year, getting like a DC that's just like whoever will take the job. Now it's like, all right, we gave you a good enough chance. Whatever DC we bring in, look, we gave Shane Bowen this much rope, and you're good. So that's an extra little cherry on top for when we're interviewing. But we gotta get this nigga out of here, man, because we should have ended that game after the Malik Neighbors touchdown. Like, the game should have been over. Or Brandon Aubrey has to show me he could kick a 75-yarder. Don't give him no fucking 64-yarder with them soft-ass zones.
That was a very soft. I mean, even Greg Olsen was saying it because I'm pretty sure that
Of course
was
he's saying it because he's an all-time tight end. And
yeah,
Jake
I was going
Ferguson.
to say that was the play where that again. Also, shout out to Dak. Shout out to Ferg for actually catching the ball this time. But he dropped back and he throws that motherfucker in there before Ferg even turned around. Like it was already, you know what I mean? Like he threw that shit. He anticipated the throw, and it was right at the 50. Ferg catches it, goes down. All right, bet we in business. It was so wild to me though that literally we were at the 50 and we did a halfback draw. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like they have so much confidence.
There's so much faith, and it didn't surprise me. I was like, fuck, that was really smart.
I was like, this is
I was
crazy.
like, fuck, because that's some shit I would do in Madden. Like, all right, you thinking I'm running it, but I've mastered kicking it in Madden, so I could just give me like 4 more yards for insurance.
Yeah,
automatic, and that's what you have with Brandon Aubrey. He's probably worth like a 2nd round pick.
Bro, we're there like every day to like sign him. Like, why haven't we signed him yet? Like, can we sign him? Like, let's just sign him. Like, sign him before he kicks one from 70 yards. Like, people are really saying.
And then the price of the breaker's up.
Yeah, but I mean that price
going 15. Yeah, the price is still the price, but now it's like, bro, I need a legend, and I'm not freaky with the masseuses.
Yeah,
man, I could be the face of the league for kickers. And the story too. They're trying to be more, and think about it from business standpoint. NFL's trying to be more international.
Bro, that's why he has the book. That's why he wrote the book. The book is about his life story. The book is actually about his life story. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Now, I know you're not trying to be funny, but still, my point. I thought it was about something way more. Like, okay, it's an autobiography.
No, he wrote so it's a children's book, and he wrote the book for his son. He has like a newborn son that's probably like,
that nigga can't read.
No, I'm saying he's probably like an infant or whatever. So like he wrote like a children's book for him to read to his son, and it's about being a soccer player that turned into
having kids.
Yeah.
Thank God. But yeah, they're trying to be more international with the shit. Boom, you're going to Brazil and whatnot. They love soccer over there. One of the goats of soccer or football is from Brazil. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to international. Your best kicker in the league was just a soccer player. Like, he doesn't have a football background. So that could inspire a lot of people. Like, okay, you're playing in Brazil. Some Brazilian soccer players in the crowd or in the stands. Like, I could do that. And then you advertise that story. We could start having a bunch of these guys.
I think we are. I think that we are going to have a lot of soccer players turn kickers. I think there's a few others around the league. Obviously, I don't know their names like that. But like they're getting.
What is that?
Hello?
What is that?
What is what?
Who's that?
What is going on? What is that?
Is someone trolling you?
I have no idea what's going on, man. 1 second.
That's funny. He said, what is what?
All right, my bad. That shit. I was in a random Discord call for some reason. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was like, that shit was mad weird. That shit was mad. Like, nigga, why are you talking to me? It's past work hours. Just some work shit. It was some work shit.
Oh,
my bro. It was like on like Slack. All right, but yo, that shit just pissed me off. Luckily, we got the software to cut out all the inconsistencies. But what was I saying, bro? Yeah, fuck that nigga Brandon Aubrey. That's the. I have nothing else to say on that. Like,
I love him.
But,
go ahead.
And last thing, once again, this is why our defensive coordinator gotta be out of there, bro. Because can you use all of our weapons and just flood them? Just flood them. And then let whatever happens. Don't give this nigga some guaranteed, like, this nigga's warmed up. You're playing a top 10 quarterback in the league, and you're making it easy as hell for him. Like that's exactly what he wants. He's not trying to. Why are you in like prevent defense? For what?
I mean, he was trying. They honestly, I'm not gonna lie. You know why? They probably was like, yo, we just bombed them. Maybe they're gonna try to bomb us. And they was worried about the bomb. He was like, nah, we don't even play football like that, big dog. Let's go. Route them up. Like,
so
we don't even play like that.
What you're trying to say is they're retarded.
I don't know.
That's not what I hope that wasn't.
I think my defensive coordinator is retarded today too. So I don't know. I really don't know because I'm like, how does that keep on happening?
Nigga, if we had Matt Eberflus with what we have on defense, I would not be tripping. That shit's not, like you said earlier, that's not really Matt Eberflus's fault. Due to like, nigga, I came here think I'm coaching Micah. I mean, Doc, like I thought and this nigga was probably happy after the draft. Like, damn, yeah, Donovan gets to learn under Micah. He's chilling. Right. He's thinking this is a sweet DC job now. You gotta put out this fire, and then you gotta move around these different.
And that's the thing. That's the big thing because Donovan as a rock you as your third best pass rusher, sweet. That's right. Sweet. But him now is your second. Like, nah, he not. That wasn't.
And that's why y'all the NFC Bengals. That's like your Shamar Stewart.
Yeah.
And then, but except y'all don't have a Trey Hendrickson anymore, huh?
Right. Yeah. Trey Henderson is gone. So, but I guess on to the games for the night.
This shit's in the hour. All right, yeah. So we're going to do player props, fantasy sets. I mean, you don't have many options unless you had like, I don't know, Quentin Johnston or who else would you start? Jaden Higgins, and you're like, who do I start? Or you have you're like, maybe I should put a Dante Thornton. This is a Dante Thornton.
Bucks. Like, I think people got some Bucks that they depending on.
Oh yeah. No, I have. Nigga, hold on. Let me put on my fantasy team. And I told Eddie this from the jump. I'm like, and I made sure I got Dicker the kicker for this shit too. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make it so by Sunday night we know what all your points are, and I'm gonna bleed you out. Because look at this, and he still put up a lot of points too, which is what's annoying because it's like, I mean, this isn't a lot, but
show it. Put it on the screen.
I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. This shit ain't a lot, but yeah, man. I got Baker, I got Amarian Hampton, I got Mike Evans. So I got that Baker Mike Evans stack. Now I got Dicker the kicker. So it's like his whole team was over by the 4:00 window. So
yeah, I mean, you just need like you can't have a bad game from nobody though.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it like this would have been so much sweeter if he had like 100 points. And it's like, yeah, I just need 20. I could get that from one guy. But I need everybody to show up. Right. But yeah, I mean, we could get back into this Bucks game. You taking any Baker props? Ibuka's probably the guy that you got to ride with until it's not good value. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So my props for this game, bro. I'm so sick. I missed one of my legs. I had like an 8-legger or like 9-legger. I missed it by one.
Who was it?
But it was the Browns. It was the Browns plus 11.5. It's the only thing.
Bro. Man, I told you the Ravens after a loss. You know what I mean? That's why
it was looking good.
I like the logic. I like the logic.
If you would have told me that Derrick Henry only had 21 yards, I would have been like, oh yeah, I got it. I won that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. It happens. It's all good. That's what happens when you gamble. But for me,
I like the way they were using Judkins too. Seems like his role's defined. Like he's the workhorse or whatnot.
I got Nico Collins going over 100 yards. I got Keenan Allen going over 60, and I got our boy Ladd going over 90. Those are my three props.
So bring up Fantasy Pros.
All right, hold on. Go back to your fantasy jump real quick while I do this. Go back to your fantasy team.
All right, yeah, I got you. But yeah, man, I mean, on the bench, Got Butte. I thought Butte was about to have like his legacy game against the Dolphins. That was a game. I mean, I think that was my love, not my lock. That was like, yo, are the Patriots really going to fumble this? But the Dolphins, I'm just betting against them all year. Juwan Jennings, he's back. He's back. Matt Jones, though, the 49ers situation is pretty funny because didn't they really want Mac Jones over Trey Lance when they traded up from like 12 to 3?
I secretly think that they did, but I mean, it's never like came out and been confirmed. But like, I secretly think they got bullied into picking Trey Lance.
They got peer pressure. It's like, nigga, you trading up for a statue? It is 2020. What are we talking about? Yeah, take the upside guy. Remember that kid from Wyoming? What he became?
Yeah. It gets him every time.
Jawan Johnson, he did his thing. He's on the trade block, by the way, if you're watching this. Like I said, if you got Scatterboo, you feeling good about that, but tough matchups ahead. But you told me to scoop Juju, and I'm sick because you know who's on the waiver wire? That's another we could talk about too. Fucking Wandale was on the waivers because somebody dropped him last minute. They dropped him last minute. And I was trying to trade whoever you are in my $300 league. I was trying to trade you for Wandale. I told you I wanted him. And now I have to fight for him on the waiver after he just had a career game. And then Alec Eilmaner, who I said, like, I think on the Wednesday show to scoop up. I said to scoop him up. So if you didn't listen, you don't have him, you might have to pay up for him because that seems like Cam Ward's wide receiver 1. So I like how he's looking for sure. You got this showing up? Are you playing around, man?
No, yeah. What's up? Let's rock. Let's do this.
Right. So what you like, man? I say with this game, actually, this Texans defense is tough, but I mean, still, Baker Mayfield, 1.5 touchdowns. You got Bucky Irvin out the backfield. Abuka. Come on, yo. I know you saw the quote where he said to Mike Evans right before. I mean, easily, I think he's pretty much like a lock offensive rookie of the year. Like, I think he's going to get that. So
yeah, it's crazy because it's like what he said to Mike Evans, that doesn't surprise me because that was my whole thing. I was like, yo, this dude he's educated, like 4 years, like was a 5-star coming in there, like as the lead, he's the Ohio State leader in receptions. Like he knows how to play every single place on the field. So for him to be like, oh, yo, run this play, I'm gonna beat him. Like that doesn't surprise me. That's literally why I was like, even at the beginning, before like I guess people came around to the pick, like I was like, no, that's a great pick at 19. Like that's a really, really good pick at 19. And he's going to be able to get in where he fits in. This is the perfect team for him. And
then I mean it's still a hindsight thing because those thoughts were with a healthy Chris Godwin and Jalen McMillan. But we can say this now, even if they were healthy, he has to start above both of them.
Because here's the thing. I thought they were going to put him in the slot in Chris Godwin's place. They don't have him in the slot. They have Sterling Shepard. He's playing in the slot. They got him playing where he's going to play at even when Chris Godwin get back.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? It's like,
but you can move him around like he's CD. Like if they ever wanted to do that.
Yeah. And they probably will once Mike Evans retires and, Chris Godwin gets a little older. But like right now.
They don't have to.
Mike Evans is on the outside. He on the other side of Mike Evans. And then they got Sterling in that slot holding it down for when Godwin comes back. So I have
Jalen McMillan who had a pretty decent rookie campaign last year.
Yeah. See, I think if he wasn't on injured reserve, I think that he would be playing the slot. But
over Sterling Shepard, 1,000%. Because Sterling Shepard, he's like a Hunter Renfrow right now. Like he's like a
Hunter Renfrow 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He went crazy. Yo, look, Like, yo,
My
Leggett.
boy is tired of his shit. My boy is like trying to send this man to jail. I'm really like gotta call and check up on him.
Bro. Like Xavier Leggett, go pick up a podcast mic, bro.
Yeah,
Go be an internet personality, bro. You not
right.
that
Like,
this
yeah,
is
bro.
this is your opportunity. Y'all niggas are down. But I want to talk about the Bears game so bad. But all right, keep going.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't. This is one where I don't know what we're going to get from again CJ Stroud. Right now, I think he only has Nico Collins there, so Dalton Schultz might get some shake. But I gotta see what this offense looks like for Houston, because I didn't really like the way they were playing last game.
You know, it's a sleeper pick here for me. One of these receivers where it's like you're not expecting much from them, but the yard totals are so low you could get in one. Xavier Hutchinson. They tend to use him a decent amount. Click his shit real quick. See like the trend. Not saying it's going to be the best trend, but they don't seem to have much. Like you said.
Let's see.
Best rating. So
last year
it's not a lot. He got it last game. He got it the past 3 games, and even before that, he was still getting acclimated with the offense a bit. And like you said, man, there's not a lot of options. Do you think Jaden Higgins can eventually get it going? What's the snap count like?
I think if you're doing it, I would go with Xavier Hutchinson before Jaden Higgins.
No, I mean that's why I brought him up. But yeah, you don't really want to predict that one. You think this could be a good Bucky Irvin game?
I don't know, man. I like Texas defense.
Yeah, I think they're top 3.
So
definitely top 3. They got D'Amico Ryans there, defensive head coach. So they're going to be solid there. They kind of remind me of like a modern day Steelers, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 2 receptions. How many targets did he have? 3 targets. I can't do it. He only getting 3 targets. I mean, like you said, he only needs one. He only needs one, but
I mean, that's Jaden Higgins, and his shit is higher than Xavier Hutchinson, who's been hitting that for the past couple games. So I would, if you're trying to get to one of these other options, there's also Jalen Noel, another rookie. I mean, somebody's going to get involved. It's just picking the right one, which I guess you could say that's sports betting for you, but you want to make the most educated guess. And shit, this nigga Ibuka, 4.5 receptions. That shit looks sweet.
See, my one, but he only had 6 targets last game. So I just want to, I'm just trying to, I want that.
Ain't that week 2?
I mean, yeah,
it's
I know.
Week 2, bro.
Right. But
and that Falcons defense might be all right. So it might have not just been, we're going up against the Falcons defense. Kind of had, what about the Falcons, bro? They double dipped in edge rush, and they have a pass rush finally. It might not be a gimme division for the NFC South.
It looked all right. I can't lie.
And then Xavier Watts in the back end, like they went very defense. I wouldn't be surprised if they just got straight defense this entire draft.
Well, they don't got a first. They don't got a first in next year's draft, so it better work out for them.
Oh yeah, I mean it's looking like it's paying off.
Right. So, you need Mike Evans tonight, right?
Yeah, I need Mike Evans to go off. And I mean, overall, Baker Mayfield just seems like a great fantasy quarterback option. Like I think he went right where he's supposed to in ADP, and you're happy to have him seeing Ibuka emerge. Hopefully you could have got a stat going, but hey, maybe tap into your Chris Godwin owner, or he's supposed to be back soon. Tap into, I don't know, but like I said, there's always a couple offenses I just want a piece of. One of a big piece of this offense, especially in that weak ass division. You got to play the Panthers. You got to play the Saints. Yeah, give me Baker Mayfield, man. What's his touchdowns at? 1.5?
Touchdowns. Probably 1.5. It's at even.
1.5.
He might run one in. I might do that. I might just sprinkle something on that.
Bro, look at that. Look at that trend. Come on, man. You always hitting this, bro. This is no problem. But if there's a team to stop that, it would be the Texans. But at the same time, I mean, You saying you rather take the Russian? You feeling ballsy?
No, not rather, not rather. Like, yeah. Whoa, no, okay. Like, I'm saying that at plus 700, he might run one in. That's all I'm saying.
He might have to type shit.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I gotta. Whoa.
The red zone defense is going crazy. They gotta have it. Baker puts on the Superman cape as he loves to do. I can see it, but how do you think the game goes?
This one, I think is going to be. I think this is going to be a pretty ugly game, just because.
I think this could be a surprise banger, like something where it's like, yeah, I think it could be a surprise banger.
I don't know if these offenses got it all figured out yet. You know, I mean, Texans they got a nice little nasty pass rush, and the left tackle Tristan Wirfs, one of the best left tackles in the NFL, he's still out for probably about another 2 weeks.
That is a problem.
So again, like it could be a good game or whatever, but some of this stuff, like sometimes if I really don't have a like anything on it, like any type of like inkling or nothing, like bro, I'm cool with just kicking back and watching the game. You know what I mean? So like for this,
what did I tell you about the Lions and the Bears though, bro? I told you niggas should have really smacked that. I should have put that shit on the ticket. I don't know why I was listening to all these, because you weren't the first one to be like, yo, what about Bears? There's a couple teams I'm getting against.
I'm like, I don't like that game. I was like, bro, I could see this being like them going back and forth, or like I thought I don't know who's missing who, but it just seemed like somebody's missing somebody.
Well, when I texted the group chat after Thursday Night Football with the Packers did to Washington, I'm like, you know what? The Lions might still be straight. The Packers defense is just like that. And that's just that it is what it is. And then also the revenge game factor, it's like, yo, you really left us for the ops. All right.
Well, Roman Doomsday had 2 touchdowns. Now they want to get touchdowns.
What did he not hit for you last week? Did you have him any?
I had him for an anytime touchdown. The only one I missed on was him and Colston Loveland.
Sometimes you got to double back. Oh yeah, I remember. Sometimes you got to double. Speaking of Colston Loveland, where is he? Where is Luther Burden? Like, yeah, there's such a confusing little franchise. Like
they just don't right. I mean, again, honestly. I was listening to somebody yesterday, and they were saying that basically like 4 or 5 of their recent picks they're not playing.
Yeah, they have a bunch of healthy scratches.
And it's just kind of like, all right, well, I wasn't expecting that. Like, bro, you drafted this dude 10th overall. Like,
yeah, like
if you do that, and you already know that you quote unquote are like some type of offensive genius, and you do something like that, I'm going to trust you. Like, I'm gonna trust you. All right, like you.
That's what's mad confusing, yo. They put up 50 on you. You still can't find a way to get the ball to the guy you drafted over Tyler Warren. You drafted him over Tyler Warren. I'm expecting you to use him like he's Tyler Warren. You pick him at pick number 10. He might be better. He still might be. Yeah, but that's a problem. Like at least with Ibuka. And they have a bunch of weapons too in Tampa Bay. At least with Ibuka, it was like, yeah, we're definitely going to use you. And they got him like pick 18, pick 19. You got him pick 10. There's a lot of different premium positions that you could get at pick 10. You went tight end. It's not a premium position. And y'all don't have it all figured out to be taking these luxury picks where you're just not using the guy. He's just there. He's just a nice shiny toy, shiny new car in the garage that you just don't touch. You just look at.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was the other thing too. It's like, why would you? Like for me, I'm like, okay, like if he's doing this offensive genius is doing this, then all right, like they must know something. So yeah, so I got.
Why do you say that like that? It sounds.
What?
Why you say it? Just sounds mad sarcastic. Like if this offensive genius is doing it. Like you actually don't think he's an offensive genius?
No, I do, bro. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm dead ass. Like I think he's
just the way you keep repeating it is killing me.
Bro, because he's killing shit. They were fucking throwing the ball to tackles and everybody was getting touchdowns. You get a touchdown, you get a touchdown. Sam Laporta gets a touchdown. They got 2 running back. Like everybody was.
They had an internal promotion. He goes to the Bears. They promote somebody underneath. They're like, yo, we still have all the plays in the hard drive. We still got all the plays in the hard drive. So we just kind of took, some of your notes and add a little spice to it. One of their celebrations was I'm telling you, but that was one big revenge game, bro. I fuck with it, though. I fuck with it. And did you see the clip of his initial press conference when he first got the job versus now? Looked like he a movie president. You're president in a sitcom or some shit. Now, depressing. Just like the real life president.
Well, I mean, like I did it, bro. I'm telling you, it gets heavy when you're the head coach. It gets heavy, bro. Everybody, if they're running the same type of offense, they all got the same plays. They all have the same plays. It's about calling it. You gotta have the balls to call the plays. And sometimes when you, as the head coach, all eyes on you.
I think they're gonna bench Caleb Williams soon. I don't think Ben Johnson likes him. And we just saw with Indianapolis, say what you want about Anthony Richardson and his potential. I just don't think Shane Steichen really liked him either. That definitely plays a factor. I don't think Ben Johnson, because think about what he liked with Jared Goff. He stays in the pocket. He has an IQ. He's been in the league for a while. Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams is not your guy. And honestly, the Bears process, do you know this?
See, I think that he had known something about Caleb Williams because it's like, they just drafted him. They just drafted him. So, like, if you're going to take this job, you taking it with the understanding that, like, y'all are locked in for at least a smooth 3.
Now, remember, with the Jags, the only reason why Liam Cohen went so late, and the Bucs fans are pissed about that, it's like, bro, if he doesn't perform, you're going to fire him. This is an at-will type situation we got going on here. But Liam Cohen went there because Ben Johnson interviewed, and he wanted who was it? Trent Baalke, the GM before that, who they just fired. He wanted him gone. Yeah. They didn't get rid of him, so Ben Johnson went to the Bears. He could have went to the Jags. Now, do you think – because I always felt like that was a more attractive job. I don't know how I feel about Trevor Lawrence to this day, but that's a tough division to play in as a rookie head coach, bro. And
but if you're think about it, because now this is, like you said earlier, it's hindsight 2020. So, like, at the time, you're like, okay, second year QB, had a weird little situation going on with his head coach. Was a defensive-minded head coach. We got a lot of cap space. All right, we got a lot of cap space. We have the 10th overall pick. Like, we got our second pick too. We got our second round pick too. I think they might even have 2 second-round picks. So, like, there was a lot there too that was really attractive to where, all right, if I can kind of, cook a little bit in the kitchen, and get my hands on a few things. Let me get the right kind of move, tight end that I want, and this, that, and the other thing. My Amon St. Brown in the draft, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, yeah, I'm cool. And I got this quarterback, this first overall pick at quarterback. That's all I can really ask for. So, I think if he chose to go there, like, I'm not knocking him for it or whatever, but at the same time, bro, it's only week 2, but there's a lot of things that need to get fixed. I mean, there's just things that need to get fixed.
Here's the thing, though.
Jordan Love was playing like shit, and then out of nowhere, November came, and we can't really compare because the Packers. It was Thanksgiving, and out of nowhere, it was Detroit versus the Lions, and everybody thought Detroit was about to win, and the Lions came through and busted ass.
Yeah, but Jordan Love had all that time to learn from Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers had some little Midwest voodoo where they could do this like every 11 years. The football god sacrifices a couple babies, and the Packers just have a quarterback that could win them a Super Bowl. And Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre won their first Super Bowl when they were 27. Guess how old Jordan Love is? Then now he has Micah Parsons. Like, I'm getting a little bit off topic, but still, when it comes to Caleb Williams and the Bears, bro, it's just the Bears. If you just keep misusing draft picks like this, you're never going to be shit in this league. It's like the most important part of roster building is what you do with these draft picks. You had a lot of options, bro, and the Jets are making smart moves. they could have got them. You know what I mean? They got Mason Taylor, I think, in like the 3rd round of the draft, but they could have got Tyler Warren or Colson Loveland. People were thinking about that. They go Membu, and now they're chilling. It's like maybe y'all should have got Tyler Booker. Maybe y'all should have gotten another lineman. Maybe y'all should have gotten like a Josh Simmons. Would have been a reach.
They might have gotten one of the tackles had they had been there. Wait, hold on. Wait, who was the wait. Did the Saints pick 9th or did the Saints pick
the Saints picked 9th. They picked Kelvin Banks right before.
Okay, I think they might have maybe went there if he was there. I think they got wiped out of like the tackles outside of Simmons.
Yeah, but it's also like if you feel like he's good enough to, because let's say the Chiefs now they have a franchise left tackle. Well, if you were willing to get him at 32, would you be willing to get him at 10 if he's really like that?
Maybe I don't know how they graded him. To, you know what I'm saying? Because like some people he wasn't on their board because of medical issues.
Right. That's why he was kind of a little bit of a steal for him.
Right, yeah. And like some people didn't know if he was even going to be able to play at the beginning of the year, which obviously he's playing, so it doesn't matter. And he's running well because he just tackled.
Oh my God, that was one of my favorite plays yesterday. That shit was crazy. I was like, damn, man, I know Josh Connerly isn't making this play.
Right.
Man, thanks for not picking Josh Simmons, bro.
You know, and that's one thing I will say about Kellen Moore. When it comes to certain things, he's smart. He knew, first thing I'm gonna do, and even Aaron Glenn did the same thing. First thing I'm gonna do, fuck all that cute shit. I'm getting me a tackle. I'm getting me a bookend left tackle. I mean, think about what Jason Garrett did back in 2011. First thing he did when he got the head coaching job, he didn't get nobody real crazy, no pass, no wide receivers, no tight ends, no safeties, no corners. We got a left tackle, Tyron Smith, and he was good all the way into the end. Like so you know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's like, well, that works because the Calvin Banks pick worked. He hit. They hit on that. Saints offensive line is dirty.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the big takeaways, and that's why they're staying in these games. And that's why they're looking competitive because they're giving Spencer Rattler a decent amount of time. And you still, Alvin Kamara still, I fucking love Alvin Kamara, bro. He's so tough. Did you see he fumbles like 70% of his recent fumbles is with the Niners, against the Niners. Like the Niners just have his number in terms of making him fumbles. Mad weird.
Probably
see that? Fred Warner. Yep. Fred Warner. But nah, bro, with the Bears though, and then we're gonna get into this game. I know I'm kind of yapping, but with the Bears, with Caleb Williams, keep in mind, last year that was what 5-6 quarterbacks in the first round. I get it. You have the first overall pick, but they didn't even do their due diligence. Don't you think? I mean, isn't that a red flag on how we should look at them in the first place? Because you didn't even go see like, oh, there's another quarterback there that just went after. The LSU quarterback, Jaden Daniels. You didn't even go do your homework on the Jaden Daniels. Because right now, I can tell you this. Jaden Daniels seems like a natural because he's a natural. It's not just, because he went to Washington. What the fuck is Washington? So you didn't even do your due diligence to see if maybe Jaden Daniels was the better prospect or if you could have done more with a Jaden Daniels. You don't think that's kind of weird that they didn't do their due diligence?
I mean, I don't know. Again, I can't even cap and act like I've followed the Chicago Bears in the all season like that to know if they did or not.
I'm telling you for a fact, they were like, we're locked in on Caleb Williams, and that was it.
But is it because they've been scouting him for 3 years or something? Like was like no due diligence? I feel like that's just a waste of resources. Like you got the first, like if you're not doing that's what like no due diligence. Like y'all never saw this motherfucker play, and you just
due diligence as in, we're gonna go like really take a look at Jaden Daniels, interview with him, take him out to eat, see what he's about. Like really do your due diligence in the draft process.
Yeah. I mean, if they didn't do that, that's kind of crazy. But even if it's not Jaden Daniels, for at least Drake May.
Drake May, that's what I'm saying though. Like, think about it. Like, what was it? I think it's 6. It was Caleb, Jaden, Drake, top 3. Then it was Penix, I think like 8. Then it was J.J. McCarthy at 10. The Broncos tricked them to trade up from 11 to the 10 with the Jets. And then Bo Nix with the 12. So that's 6 quarterbacks. If 6 quarterbacks are going in the first half of the draft, you should probably do your research on all of them.
Yeah, but I mean, again, you know, if that's
now they're drafting tight ends.
That's how it went, then.
And now they're drafting tight ends instead of, even if, all right, fine, the lineman got wiped out. All right, bro, there's some other, you're not even using this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
not a Bears fan. I'm not a Bears fan, bro, but it's just like some shit just pisses me off. Like, I just don't get it because
my team pisses me off so much. I have no energy for other people's bad decisions.
I have Colston Loveland rotting on my bench. I'm
okay. I'm like, bro, they blow me so, like, they piss me off so much, bro. I can't even give nobody, no other team, my energy outside of, like, you know, betting and fantasy and shit.
It's just crazy. I just like seeing good players, good prospects being used right. And they're not, but he also had a lot of comments about Tyson Bagent. Remember, they just gave him an extension. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was really talking highly of Tyson Bagent in August, like last month. Like, I really think, like, Caleb Williams, because did you take a look? Yeah, he is. But did you take a look at some of Caleb Williams, like just some of his decision making and what he was doing? No, because that's one of the games I went back and watched over. Because those are the games I like to watch over. Is the ones where why did this team get blown out? Like, what is going on with this quarterback? And with him, bro, he's doing shit like, here's the thing with quarterbacks that make plays out of nothing, the improvisers, they're looking down the field at all times, even when they're doing their improvising, ready to get the ball off. This thing is just he turns into a running back. He turns into like he's Justin Fields or something. Like he's pretty athletic, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think he's about to get benched soon. I mean, I predicted when Anthony Richards was going to get benched last year. So, bro, this nigga tired. Go bench that nigga. Tell him to take a real breather for like 2 weeks, then come back.
I mean, if he gets benched, bro, he gets benched. If he, you know what I'm saying? like you're like really like I'm not trying to play you out, but it's just kind of like I'm like, hey, bro, they dealing with what they dealing with. This is the league. You know what I'm saying? Every franchise, they do their shit differently, and if he gets benched, he gets benched. If he doesn't, he does it. You know, I either way, like I don't have that much passion towards the situation like you do. You clearly passionate about this whole ordeal, but you know what I mean? It's just kind of like,
right. Yeah. I just think it's crazy work. It's just crazy because this could be a top division. I want entertaining football. I don't want it. Yo, it's Lions, Bears, and they're kind of equally yoked in terms of the weapons. Like you have DJ Moore, you have Rome Odunze, you have 2 tight ends, you have DeAndre Swift. He's doing his thing. You just got Joe Tooney from the Chiefs to shore up the interior a bit, so DeAndre Swift could, you could get some vision from him for once. And you're doing nothing with it. It's just nasty work.
We'll see. I mean, they got time to turn it around. It's only week 2, so we'll see how it starts to look. We'll see what it looks like in November. We'll see what's going on. We'll revisit this right before Thanksgiving, see where we at. It's such a situation.
Let's get to your boy Lad.
Big Lad.
He's a good lad, man.
Big Lad.
He's a good lad, man.
Yeah.
I like. Besides him, I think this is going to be a Hampton legacy game right here.
Really?
Right here.
Legacy
game right here. Think about it. Here's another cool storyline. I know you're not a big storyline guy, but these are the first 2 running backs taken in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones taken in the first round, actually, even though Judkins went soon after at the top of the second. But, Genty going at, pick 6? And then Hampton going at pick 20, both of them, you saw the potential and you saw the usage for why you would get them high in your fantasy drafts, but still it kind of left you wanting more. I think they both went against pretty decent like rush defenses last week, and I think they both could eat here. I mean, Hampton should be able to eat way more than he did against the Chiefs. Keep trying to tell you that Chiefs run defense is really like that. like I said, with the Raiders, their interior presence was too freaky for the league. He's on ice right now. He's on ice. Y'all could use some more pass rushing up the middle, and y'all still won't call him. I think that nigga blackballed.
I mean,
I think he blackballed. But then again, he's also hurt too.
He's hurt, and rumors are he's going to rock back to Miami. But let's get on this game. So Marion Hampton, you like a Marion Hampton? All right.
Yeah. What do you think about the yards? I mean, obviously, we're not going to get really much trends there, but
I mean, again, it's like he's a rookie. Last outing wasn't really that much. I'm not gambling. I'm not betting on him. Excited to see him play. Hopefully,
what about Genty? Where you have the same idea with the rookie backs, and last game wasn't too crazy. So both of them you're kind of out on. You're just
not out on. I'm just
out on as in you're not really betting them. You're just gonna wait and see.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what is it looking like, and kind of just go from there. Like, that was their first game. The player I like on the Raiders is his yards. I think he's over 31 receptions because he's their big play guy. So maybe he doesn't get a bunch of hits, but if he connects on a deep ball, he's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. Like if he doesn't, maybe it won't. But now they got Geno. This is when they had trash wide receivers, by the way. I mean trash quarterback play. This is when Aiden O'Connell and Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback. This is with Geno. And again, I don't know if he's getting a bunch of targets, but I know if they got a touchdown play or a deep shot, he's going to be the one getting the deep shot. So only 23 receptions is the 23 yards is the prop. I think that he'll be able to get there. So, that's my sneaky little play, Trey Tucker. I would rock if I was looking for two props for this game. It'd be Trey Tucker over his receiving yards.
Are you taking a stab at Brock Bowers? Even though I think he's trending towards playing, I haven't seen the latest update on if he's playing. This game is in 24 minutes, by the way. If you didn't know, because we got a doubleheader tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
So the other guys. This is the other guys. Go. If you feel like you got to put something on something today, go ahead and fuck with the other guys. All right. His receptions, I think he gets to 5. He almost always gets to 5. And then
he has that chemistry with Herbert. That's actually one of my favorite plays of the week, just because, well, not of the week, but of tonight. It's Keenan Allen, because I feel like he's one of those guys in his prime. His receptions is always like 6, 7.5. So if you could get like 80% of what prime Keenan Allen, 4.5 is nothing.
Yeah.
But are you taking Brock back? What's the latest you've seen on his injury? Like he's definitely playing now, right? Because
they got his lineup. He's definitely playing. Obviously he balls, but usually like this is at 5.5. So I don't know. Maybe it's a little juice to the number. I mean, with cats like Brock Bowers, they're gonna probably have the number pretty right. Like he's a star player in this league. Like just broke a whole bunch of records and shit. So I kind of sometimes, unless I feel like the star is gonna ball. Like yesterday, I felt like Jamar Chase and CD were gonna get to 100 yards. Like I don't really pay up for the superstars like that. But
yeah, because sometimes you're waiting like all game. I mean, it would be ideal to get, like you said, some of these second, third options when these star players are getting double teamed, they're getting open a little bit. But you said you like Trey Tucker. What about Dante Thornton? He's getting a decent share of the snaps, and I mean, he's kind of an off-season favorite. What's his yards at?
See, he's like he's the outside deep ball threat. He's the one that. Let me see, David.
He was, bottom right, or there he goes too. Damn, so his is more than Trey Tucker's. Interesting. What's his receptions?
Yeah, 45.
2.5.
He probably had 3. Oh no, had 2. So yeah,
that's kind of risky business. But if for some reason Brock Bowers goes out again, like that's probably another reason why I wouldn't take it, because we're getting somebody who's on the injury report all weekend until the game. And then if he happens to re-aggravate whatever he got going on, then this elevates a player prop like this or a player prop like Trey Tucker, Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer, yeah.
Michael Myers. Hey, Halloween is coming up, man.
Yeah, but no, I mean, yeah. So again, I'm keeping it short and simple today. I'm only really rocking with Nico Collins to go over Keenan Allen.
You're taking that? All right, man. That sounds sweaty.
Yeah, and then Ladd. I'm sticking to the script. He might get a touchdown though. He might fuck around and get a touchdown.
Who, Quentin Johnston?
Yeah, but I ain't bet on it.
I'm not. If I like Quentin Johnston to get a touchdown, I might as well just take Justin Herbert 1.5.
Well, you're getting better odds for his anytime touchdown. You're getting 2 plus 240 over here.
You're not going to. You're getting like even odds for passing.
You getting minus 150 for that bitch.
Minus 150. All right. What about if I turned it up to 2.5? It's probably still maybe like plus 100.
Yeah,
still like a plus 100. I would keep it simple here. I keep it simple, but I still really like that Keenan Allen play. I like the Keenan Allen play. I think you would have a less sweaty time taking Keenan Allen over that Nico Collins.
No, well, I just got Nico Collins getting 200 yards today. Like
100. So you laddered that up from what is it at, like 70? 74.5 or some shit.
Yeah, but it's like I just think like, all right, he had a bad outing. Everybody else had bad outings. Came back. CD had the drops,
except Brian Thomas.
But that might be a connection thing, a communication thing. So I'm definitely looking into that though, because even Travis Hunter not balling over there. So
well, they don't know how to use him, and like I always said, you want him on offense. I think he's better used like as a full-time corner, and he comes in. I said this shit before the season. I think that's the best way to use him for real. Like, you could kind of get shifty with what they're expecting between run and pass, kind of like what we did with that Jackson Dart. What was that, like a read, his read option? You know what I mean? You don't know if Travis Hunter's on the field because he plays full-time corner. He doesn't play every offensive snap. Oh, they must be passing it right now. Oh, no, it's a draw to ETN. All right, boom.
Yeah, but they'll get it out. I mean, they drafted the player, so they'll get it.
And that's the thing. It's the first couple weeks, so still figuring out these teams. And Travis Hunter, if you got him in fantasy, you know what it is, man. You know what you signed up for. So you guys gotta see how that shit shakes. Maybe if you got like a different flex or something, you just keep him on the bench until there's some consistency with how he's used in the offense, but. Brian Thomas shit is weird. Nico Collins, wouldn't be surprised if he hit that. But yeah, man, I'm just excited for these games.
Yeah. So yeah. All right, but that's the matchup. I mean, do you gotta play on any side or anything like that?
I definitely don't want to touch anything with that Raiders-Chargers game. It's a divisional matchup, and I'm just feeling some Chiefs voodoo. There's some Chiefs voodoo going around with that Broncos loss. Did you see how the Broncos lost that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so what happened was they kicked the field goal. It was a miss at first. Offsides, boom. Not only do they get a better try, I think it was like a 15-yard penalty. So it was like a lot of yards, and then boom, easy, end of game. They win by 1 or 2 points or some shit like that. Now that's big for the Chiefs, who are 0-2, because now the Broncos are split instead of just being up 2-0. And now with this game, I guess if you're the Chiefs, you would love for the Raiders to win this game. And everything's telling me to take the Chargers, but I just feel division game, Raiders opener, and it's just like I don't know. I'm very high on Geno. Like, I thought the Raiders were going to beat the Patriots week 1, and then the Patriots are going to beat the Dolphins, because I think Geno is better than what we give him credit for. Now, the only thing is, I thought the Seahawks were going to lose to the Steelers, and that was one of your picks. And Hey, man, I didn't know Caleb Johnson was a doof, but it is what it is. I'm not touching that.
I mean that definitely fucked up the vibe of the game, but it did. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it definitely fucked up the vibe of the game, but it's like they still. My whole thing, like what I was kind of trying to say was like, yo, I think Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to be able to go off, and I think Kenneth Walker is going to I believe that they were going to be able to go off, and then I thought the defense would be able to kind of, hang in there, and they did. They had it.
That defense is kind of the way they're set up is. What's funny? They're kind of set up how the Steelers want to be set up.
Right.
That Steelers defense isn't looking like shit right now.
And
that was what I was harping on. That was all I was trying to say. It was like because you're like not trying because I thought the defense is going to bounce back this week. I'm like, all right, the defense is going to show up against Sam Darnold.
The defense is healthy. Like their defense is healthy, and they look confusing. Like the Jets. So I was like, I still don't think Sam Darnold is good. But I know he's good enough to get the ball.
But that was but that week 1 game, that Jets defense is better than what they're supposed to be too. So I thought, all right, this is just one of those wacky week 1 games, just topsy-turvy, one of the lowest over-unders of the week, and it's a shootout.
Yeah, I just thought Seattle's defense is like that. They flying all over the field. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if he's going to be able to handle that. And, they was going back and forth for a minute. But he had 2 turnovers in the red zone or something like that. So it's Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers, he's not going to make it the entire season with this O-line, bro. It's going to be another Joe Burrow type situation. And I think we're going to see a lot of movement with the quarterbacks. Like for Miami, I might make a standalone quarterback video of destinations, predictions type shit. But I think Miami should go ahead and call the Browns, because it's like, yo, if y'all losing to the Ravens like that and you're putting in Dylan Gabriel to close out the game, bro, just trade away Shador and get another pick. Do the same thing we did with Kenny Pickett just now. Get some more picks.
They could have drafted Shador. They drafted Quinn Ewers. So just play.
Shit.
That's what I mean, bro. People no one knows what they're doing at the quarterback position. I always tell you that. And it's like they pick these little flyer guys. They got their own flyer guy already on the squad, and he's less of a quote unquote headache than Shador. So it's like, all right, if we checked out on this tour thing, let's just see what our rookie does. If he does what we think he's going to do, which is probably not that good, then it's okay, cool. Where we need to be to.
Hey, the way Arch is looking, maybe he's better than we thought.
Well, he's better. He's probably better than we thought. But again, I kind of alluded to the reason. I don't think that he dropped. I think he was a second, third round quarterback. I think he dropped because people were not fucking with you burning Ohio State like that. They're not. That's not cool, bro. Taking NIL money and then you rock out to Texas and
Right. So, it's like if you doing them like that, how you gonna do us when it comes to contract renegotiations? And on top of that, like you said, teach them a lesson, set a precedent. Like you do that, all right, bet we're gonna cost you some money in terms of where you're drafted at and your endorsements. Because if you were third round quarterback for Miami, maybe we're hearing more knocks at the door for Tua being on the side. But overall, I think them boys is cooked. Because I think a part of we're talking about a bunch of games. Wednesday, we're going to do the full slate recap, because if you can't tell, I really want to talk about all of these games I just watched. That was such a banger, Red Zone, because, trust me, I'm watching the game, but I have Red Zone up for whenever it goes to break or whatever. So I'm a little bit all over the place, but man, those games. But yeah. So last thing, who do you think is going to win for both this game coming up? And I only answered the Raiders one.
Okay,
I'm not touching it.
Well,
I don't think I'm touching this one either. I think I just enjoy these.
Okay, yeah. Who I think is going to win? I don't know. I think Tampa probably covers, because I still don't know about Houston's offense yet. So I think Tampa's able to scrape up enough points to pull that one out. And then Los Angeles. Obviously this is a trap game, but I think Harbaugh and Justin, they click in. He got his weapons back, security blanket. Keenan Allen, young lad. I think he balls. He pulls it out. Keeping it simple.
So you got Houston and LA.
No. I got Tampa and LA.
You got Tampa and LA.
Yeah.
Everything's telling me LA is going to win this, but there's something going on here. Because if they go up 2-0, they kind of have a similar situation to what like y'all had with us. You had the Eagles, and then you had us. All right, are you going to go 0-2? Well, flip side, LA could go 2-0 in this division, and then you got a nice head start against the Chiefs and the Broncos, who just lost last minute against the Colts yesterday. So I just feel like there's some voodoo with the Chiefs. I'm staying away from betting these games. I would just take the player props, and not that many of them. Like, I would just take the guys. That's my advice to y'all. Don't get to – because trust me, Thursday night football, hey, Austin, I guessed the lines. I did a little bit early this time. My guess for this Bills-Dolphins on Thursday night, I was like, this has to be like 17.5. Bills about to smash these niggas out. That joins 12.5.
Yeah,
I'm
the smash
betting
out
that
number is 12.5. If you're about to smash the team out, it's 12.5.
Yeah, but I guess then it has to be bet up. But bro, I've seen crazier. But as long as that shit is at 2 touchdowns,
like 14.
That the big 14. As long as it's at 12.5, even 13.5, I'll take that. I need to put money on that ASAP. Especially Josh Allen didn't score many touchdowns this past weekend. So yeah, big Josh Allen game. We'll talk about that on Wednesday though. This game's about to start in 10 minutes. Good luck on your parlays. I see some more people sneaking in. We'll be back Wednesday, man. We'll be back Wednesday with the entire game recap and also the Thursday night football preview. And we'll have that out to y'all, player props, who you should probably target in fantasy. Any last minute like waiver wire thoughts that you have, or you just
nope.
Some other time?
I'm gonna knock that shit out.
All right, bro.
All right.